Let's Celebrate at Sea. This luxury cruise liner, I'm going to share with you the criteria and how you can achieve one of these stunning cabins to get aboard next year. So let's take a little look at what the criteria is and when it started. Well, it began on the 1st of September and runs for 4 months up until the end of December this year. You need to have a rank of platinum or below to take part, and you need to achieve 100 points in total over this period. You need a minimum rank of executive and have at least a total of 6,000 OGV accumulated during this 4-month period. So regardless of the rank that you have achieved before the start of this incentive, you would need to re-achieve the rank, and that will allow you to take part in the prizes category of that rank, and we'll show you that shortly. So let's take a little look at this. The first thing I would ask you to do is to register online. It's one click, so register to take part, because also what this kicks off is the accumulator, the tracker that's going to be in Virtual Office. Of course, you'll keep a note of your own points, but by registering, it's important that you do that because you're then saying that you're going to take part, and why not? Absolutely. So this is the prizes and what you can earn. You can see here there are 200 prizes, and they are split into groups. So there are categories for the ranks. So for example, if you're in the executive group, the top 30 on points that have been achieved would receive one of these fabulous cabins for 2 Young Living brand partners. So you can take another team member, you can take maybe a partner that's in the business, but these cabins are not normal cabins. They look absolutely stunning. So if you find yourself in 31 to 60th position, then you receive products. So you've got the beautiful aroma diffuser and so on. Then we have 30 cabins for executives, we have 40 cabins for silvers, we have 20 cabins for golds, and 10 cabins for platinums. And you'll see there that the remainder in that group as well also achieves up to, for example, 11th to 20th position. If you look at the bottom of the screen, if you're a platinum, you too would receive a beautiful product package. So you decide which group you're going to be in, and this incentive focuses on enrolling new brand partners, reactivating, and also ranking up. So really great milestones in our business. So, and I'll show you how enrolling and ranking up are where the premium points really are to be achieved. So this is an overview. This is a great slide to print off and have with you. And I'll take you through each of these sections. So I'm not going to go all the way through this because as I share the examples, it all becomes clear. But safe to say, if you enroll new brand partners now within this period, so you may have already done that, and you enroll them on Essential Rewards, you can see how the points really do add up. You get points for reactivating. So if you've got team members or people in your business that have not placed an order over the last 6 months, then, you know, what a great time to reactivate. People love our product in the autumn, so touch base with them. And the other opportunity, of course, you have is to attend a Young Living Day. You know, encourage those people to pop back and just take a little look and tempt them to kick back into the business. And ranking up, this is where you can really achieve some good points by not only having someone that you've introduced rank up, but when you personally rank up as well for the first time. So let's take you through. So the first thing we're going to look at is personal enrollments. And you can see we've split this. So if they enroll on a one-time order, and an example there, 50 to 99 PV on a one-time order, you're going to pick up 3 points. However, if they enroll exactly the same volume, but if they have Essential Rewards, they're on Essential Rewards, you can see that that increases. And then, of course, when they maintain that, so for every month that they put in an order on Essential Rewards, you are allocated additional points. And not only that, when it's consecutive, so we're rewarding consecutive order behavior, which of course is what Essential Rewards is all about. you can see there that the points are added on. And as I said, I'm going to share some examples with you. So here we've got, oh, I think it might have jumped a little bit. Yes, it did, didn't it? So let's go back. I don't want to jump too quickly. So here we have earn points with reactivation. So we've done enrolling, then reactivations. And here you can see if someone is reactivated and they've placed an order, you can see if it's a one-time order there, you're earning 1 or 2 points. And if they reactivate with Essential Rewards and they'll be aware of the benefits, then you're looking at a higher point allocation. Again, you get points every time during this 4-month period that they place an order, and if they place their orders in consecutive months, then there's additional points. So you can see how these points really accrue. So personal enrollee ranks up. So you've signed someone up, they've joined the business as a brand partner, they achieve the rank of star for the first time, and you're allocated 4 points. When they get to senior star, there's another 6, executive, there's another 10, and silver, there's 13. So those points are allocated in that way. Let's talk about you now, your own personal efforts, and there's a massive reward here when you personally rank up. So let's take a look at the first one. So you may be joining this incentive and coming into the business as a new brand partner. Brilliant time to join the business. You may have joined on a Young Living Day. So when you achieve star status for the first time, you're allocated 15 points. When you repeat that criteria, that qualification, there's another 25 points. And then when you achieve senior star, 20 plus another 30 for each consecutive month, you re-achieve that rank, and then it goes on. So when you get to executive, you can see here 30 points and 35 for a consecutive achievement of this criteria. What a great time for the incentive, because of course the autumn is one of our busiest seasons. So, you know, I'm sure you're taking a look at this and thinking this will push me on to go for executive. So go for executive during this 3-month period, re-achieve, and there's 35 points for each consecutive month. So you can see how very quickly you can get to the minimum of 100 points. So here's a few examples that I'm going to run through. So you have introduced Sam, and he joined by placing an ER order of 60 PV. So you would pick up 5 points for that. Anna is on PV and ER2 of 100. So you get 8 for that. So it's very clear to see what's the strongest way to start your new people off in the business. So now we have, this is just to point out to you that your new people that join the business, your new brand partners, they can, of course, and often do place more than one order in a calendar month, and you would achieve points for that. So here we see 100 PV that Anna placed, 8 points originally, and then she placed another 70 PV on a one-time order, so that equals 11. So just from these 2 new brand partners, there's 19 points there that have come in, and that's in 1 month potentially, of course. So Sam here places more than one-time order, and you can see how the points add up quite clearly. So you've personally enrolled brand partners who are on ER, and they maintain on ER for 2 or more consecutive months. And of course, that's the behavior that we encourage and people very much get involved in. So can you see there, 45 points from just 2 new brand partners who've come in and joined this month. So it gives you a great example, because yes, you get points for the order, but also points because it's consecutive. So the additional plus there you can see, so the 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is because those orders have been placed in consecutive months. And then you can see how clearly that adds up. When it's over 50 PV, but not to 100, you're looking at 1.5 or 2 points for consecutive order placement. So maintenance on ER. So we're talking about consecutive. So of course, if they miss a month, and sometimes that's happened, life gets in the way, then of course you miss out, beg your pardon, on those consecutive points if they miss an order, but you still pick up 4 points for them placing that order in December. And for example, here, it may be that they decreased to a 70 PR order after 2 months at 100. And again, you do achieve some points in that example. And the same thing here. So I started off with 70 PV and then increased in November to 100. So of course, there's an increase in the actual amount of points that are given for that order. Gosh, there's a lot of examples here. So then we have September, October, November, December, and this is when someone has stayed on for 2 consecutive months and then drops down 1 month, but they do lose. Can you see that consecutive, that 3 points that are there for consecutive consistency? So this rewards consistency. So I know that it's something that you're already working on with your new brand partners. Let's talk about reactivate. And as I've already said, this is a great period to people to come back to Young Living. They may not have left, of course, but they just haven't placed an order. So invite them along to Young Living Day or touch base with them. And when they do reactivate, so they needed to have not placed an order in the last 6 months. And in this example here, they placed 1 order in September, and Liam's placed 120 PV, and it's on ER, so of course there's 4 points there. Jennifer's placed 100 PV plus, it's not on ER, it's a one-time only. And again, exactly the same reward. There's points when your reactivated brand partners place more than 1 order in a calendar month. You achieve points on that as well. So let's look at the maintenance. Again, there's a reward with points for maintenance. So you can see the theme running through this initiative. It's very much in bringing people into the business, on ER, encouraging the 100 PV, and of course, encouraging the consistent behavior of placing those orders. So this is just another example here of how you can do that, achieve that, even at 60 PV here. But because Liam has placed 60 PV and up to 80 in November, consistent order, then of course there's more points there to achieve. So here we have an example of someone or people that are placing orders for 2 or more consistent months, and then they skip a couple of months. And of course, that means then there's no consistency payment. And because it's a one-time order here, there's no points. But here you're on ER, so there is a 3-point addition, and there is another example here. So all of these examples, there is a lot of them, but there's a lot of different scenarios. So we thought it was a good idea to provide you with these. And as I said, this deck will be in Virtual Office, hopefully next week, so that you can take a look in your own time, because everyone has different circumstances and different activity levels from their team. But you can see here the way to go is certainly to do some enrollments now, early on, as early as you can. So this month, touch base with all those people that you've been talking to and encourage them to enroll on the ER and place 100 PV order. You've got another one. So here you've got someone who was reactivated, they're on ER. They dropped a couple of months, the level of the PV, but then brought it back up again in December. So there's points for every order that is placed when they're on ER. So this is exciting to take a look at. So this is when you've personally enrolled new brand partners, and they then rank up for the first time. So they achieve a new rank. So Sam is very smart, and he ranked up to star in September straight away, and then in October he went to senior star, and then you can see in December he ranked up to executive. And then you've got Anna down here at the bottom, the second example, who ranked up to executive in October and then to silver in November. This is a period in the calendar year where we do see increased number of rank advancements, of course. And let's say you have 2 strong new people that join you potentially this month or next month. You can see here, look, this is 43 points. So it makes a huge difference to your 100-point qualification. So now, what about you, your personal rank up for the first time? So as I said, you may be watching this as a new brand partner. So when you rank, you were a star in August, it says here in this example, you ranked up to senior star in September and you achieved 20 points. You then ranked up, you re-qualified, so you hit that rank again in October and November. So there's another 30 points because you've done that. We've rewarded consistency at hitting that rank. And then in December, celebrations because you've hit executive, which of course you're required to do to achieve one of the spots or to be in the running for this incentive. So there's 110 points very clearly to show you. If you rank up for the first time in October and remain this rank, so let's say here you rank up for the first time, you were a silver in August, so you maintain that in September. So in order to get rank up points, you need to hit that rank for the first time. So here you can see that you've ranked up to gold in October. Congratulations, you've achieved that consecutively in November and December. So by doing that, you've achieved 100 points. So if you're sitting at executive now and looking at this, this is a great way to really focus on achieving that gold rank in the months ahead. So you ranked, you were silver in August. In gold, you achieved 30 points, but you didn't re-hit or re-qualify. So of course you can see here, there's definitely points when you maintain that status and that rank. So here, there's just 30 points for the initial rank up. And here we've got, you rank up for the second time. So as I said at the beginning, you may have achieved a rank in the past, so your highest rank. And if you then, you would need to achieve a higher rank than you already were to get the points. But well done, because you were an executive in the past and you have re-achieved that. And that's part of the criteria as well to qualify for one of the cabins. Doesn't bring with it points, but you're in the incentive and you can then qualify if you're on the top points. Okay, so thank you very much. I hope you found that helpful. There is a lot of information to take on, so I do encourage you to jump into the virtual office, take a look at this PowerPoint that will be in there very soon. But in the meantime, do print off the criteria. It's a few pages, but it's laid out really clearly, you know, for you to get your head around. But if I just whiz right back to the beginning, let me just show you for what I feel is a great overview of the points and how you get them. So this slide here for me is the best slide because you can very clearly see where you are rewarded in this incentive to achieve the maximum number of points that you are available to you. So if you have any questions at all, please do come back to me. I'll be happy to answer questions. And I wish you every success in achieving this amazing incentive. Thank you very much.